show me it's worth the fight, then I'd drown in your ocean eyes.
Oahu is the most popular and famous island known as the Gathering Place. And for good reason. This is where people come to relive history, enjoy world-class dining, shopping, seek adventure, and yes, the beaches.
The North Shore is home to the most prestigious surfing competitions in the world, like the most coveted title of a Triple Crown champion. Let's start with Hanauma Bay. A state-protected wildlife preserve, Hanauma Bay is an extinct volcanic crater which has been filled by Hawaii's ocean when it was breached. When you think of Hawaii's beaches, you can't help but think of the most famous beach in the world, Waikiki. Ever since tourists began to arrive in the Hawaiian Islands, Waikiki has been a must-stop.
Okay, we pick up where we just left off, right here on the famed Waikiki Beach for a little surf action and history that surrounds this great sport.
Early Hawaiians gave Waikiki this name, which means spouting water. Ancient chants sing of the best surfing spots here in Waikiki, where it was reserved for chiefs and heiresses who rode naked on 18-foot wooden boards.
On your way to the windward side of Oahu, make sure you stop at the Nu'uanu Pali Lookout, perched 3,000 feet above the coastline. This is the site of the Battle of Nu'uanu, where in 1795, Kamehameha the Great won the fight that finally united the islands under one rule. Welcome to the island of Maui. Maui is known as the Magic Isle, and what magic it is! Maui seems to have an effect on people unlike any other place on Earth. Let's take a closer look, shall we?
When you think of Maui, you really think about diversity. There is so much to do on this island. I mean, you can be at the atop Haleakala at 3 o'clock in the morning, almost freezing to death. It gets quite cold up there, and view a glorious sunrise. And 3 hours later, you're down at the beach, perhaps in Kihei, frolicking in the surf and sand.
Now, if you enjoy taking a drive along the coast, then the road to Hana is for you. The Hana Highway is 52 miles and winds around 600 curves and over 52 one-lane bridges with scenery that will take your breath away.
Okokimo, walk on the water, fish all day and sing all night. World got problems, he don't bother. He's living out the simple life. He's living out the simple life. He's living out the simple life. Oh.
Lanai, just off of Maui's coast, formerly known as the Pineapple Island, is now called Hawaii's most enticing island. Lanai is charming and the perfect place to unwind. Come with us as we take a closer look at this exclusive island.
It's away from away. You know, a place where you can actually hear the sound of silence, serenity, whatever you may dream of, you dream it right here in Lanai. You'll see rock signs that says Garden of the Gods, but the correct pronunciation would be Ke'ahikawelo. And it's a place, it looks desolated, but very unusual rock formations.
I think what makes Lanai special is the fantastic resorts they have there. I mean, talk about luxury and pampering when it comes.
Molokai, also just off of Maui's coast, is known as the Friendly Isle, and unlike anywhere on the planet, people of Molokai will make you feel as if you have lived there your entire life. Come with us as we take a closer look at this amazing island.
Total small town charm, wonderful, wonderful, friendly people, and it's the only island where native Hawaiians make up the majority of the population.
One of the most significant sites on Molokai is the sea cliffs. They're the world's tallest sea cliffs, approximately 3,500 feet. You can only see them by plane or by boat. There's no road that goes back to the sea cliffs. Father Damien de Vooster came from Belgium in 1873 and passed away here on Molokai in 1889 in Kalaupapa. And on a visit here to Molokai, he learned about the perils and the story about the lepers and went down to visit them. And he just could not see how people could live down there like that. When you were sent to Kalaupapa, you were sent to die, not to live. So they had no running water, no electricity, they had no shelter. And Father Damien built their homes and their shelter, built them a church, tended to their wounds, gave them their last rites, and was their counselor, their doctor, everything that they needed.
Welcome to the island of Kauai. Kauai is known as the Garden Isle, but has earned the name Island of Discovery. Kauai is lush, tropical, wild, and fulfills every imaginable image of what Hawaii would be like. Let's take a closer look, shall we? One has to go no further than the Napali coast to know that Kauai is like no other place in the world. Stretching 15 miles, the 2,000-foot lush green cliffs rise from the ocean and is a must-see while on the island of Kauai.
It'd be a shame if you came all the way to Hawaii and you missed taking a helicopter tour, because it's the only way you're going to see the most spectacular scenery that Hawaii has to offer. The valleys, the waterfalls, things you just are never going to see from the ground.
The Kilauea Point Lighthouse is a must-stop and sight to see. The 52-foot historic White Tower on the cliff is the focal point of the 200-acre wildlife refuge.
An amazing collection of plants from all over the world. The Na'ainakai Gardens have one of the largest bronze sculpture collections in the United States. Now we have over 70 bronze sculptures.
Kauai is the perfect place to spend with family and the ultimate backdrop for a romantic trip with the one you love. a lush garden isle seemingly untouched by the outside world. Welcome to Hawaii, the Big Island. Hawaii is big in every way, not just size, but what it has to offer. Adventure, relaxation, world-class ocean activities, magnificent resorts, and much more. This is the island that gave the whole archipelago its name. It is unlike any place on Earth, with its sun-drenched beaches, snow-capped mountains, deserts, rainforests, acres of flowers, and the world's most active volcano.
We are at one of the #1 destination spots in Hawaii, at Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. We are looking into Kilauea Caldera, which is the summit of the volcano of one of the world's most active volcanoes that has been in eruption now since 1983.
It's more beauty per square mile than probably any other place on the earth. We have amazing contrasts here between barren lava fields and lush green rainforest, deeply etched valleys with waterfalls throughout. It's probably some of the most spectacular scenery in all the Hawaiian Islands.
Hawaii's black sand beaches are a definite must-see. Its beauty must be experienced, and a walk along this ebony shoreline at sunset is breathtaking.